Hey Aries, thanks for being here. It's Cal from Working with Resonance, and we are doing a general tarot reading for you right now. Straight up, as soon as I touch the cards for your reading, Aries, the message is it feels like a dream. So I'm not sure if you're experiencing something or perhaps something related to this reading through your dream space. Something's coming to fruition that's beyond your expectations, so it feels like it's a dream. But it's very strong. It's a very strong message that's coming through for you. So there you go. Thank you for being here, Aries. Let's jump in now and see what is coming through the cards for you today. Thank you, guys. Yeah, everything's going to feel like it's a dream. We've got the Two of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Two of Cups coming out as an obstacle. How interesting. Changes to your communication coming through here. Perhaps old patterns of communicating are getting disrupted. The old habits are getting disrupted by source code activations, by your authenticity, by clarity. So many messages coming through that Two of Cups. So it's like a crystal ball. Watching things unfold as though through a crystal ball, through a dream. And in that scenario, the Queen of Swords presenting as your fairy godmother. Bringing you into alignment. Very, very intense messaging coming through Aries, because we also have Source Feminine coming through. However, she would normally present to you. For some, this will be the Holy Mother, which is quite an experience. A lot of source energy coming through here, unconditional love, multiple levels of messaging. Take it how it resonates. This is a general reading, not a personal one. There is an energetic connection of some kind coming into your awareness. It's coming through the body at the moment, or will be initially. So much clarity coming through here as well. Connection with your divinity. If you are already standing in your truth, feeling like you are being barraged, battered and bruised from the external, your energetic team is helping you maintain your stance in your authenticity. So many messages coming through, Aries. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right here, right now, though. Right here, right now. Whoops. Right here, right now. It's gone onto the floor. Okay, it's gone onto the floor, which is quite interesting because I don't read off the floor. That is the deal I have with my guides. Was the Four of Pentacles, so before it fell on the floor. So uh, perhaps that is now moving out of your awareness. Focus on not quite enough or only barely enough. This reminds me there's another card on the floor as well from the previous reading that I probably should pick up. Okay, let's try again, Aries. What do we got? Their world. Yeah, things are changing. External is a reflection of the inner. Yes, not so much the inner in this version of the perspective, but different aspects of self uh, being reflected back to you, potentially coming to your conscious awareness. I'm not sure what other reading it was, might have been Taurus, not quite sure. But having the experience where you might be in a conversation and suddenly realize that what's you're seeing and hearing and feeling is a reflection of what you're emanating. And this is kind of like the cliffhanger series finale or season finale, right, of a series. So waiting then for the next season to come along. Yes, you are, Knight of Pentacles, just being. You're ready. You think you're ready. You're as prepared as you can be for the shift that is unfolding. You can feel it, you can see it, you can smell it on the horizon, where the frequencies shift coming through. Three of Swords. Yes, a very interesting thing often happens when we have the awareness that our previous timeline, our previous frequency sequence, the previous reality, the previous storyline is coming to an end, and we know that we're moving to the new. We start reevaluating everything. Things that we couldn't wait to get rid of, suddenly we are realizing that we may not experience them ever again. So we move from the victim side, pain, sadness, and sorrow, to the gratitude side of the lessons that have been learned that wouldn't have been learned had we not had the experiences that we've had. For some, there's this awareness coming through that the pain, sadness, and sorrow is projection, maybe. There is a feeling of both the physical and the non-physical being hurt, because not working in unison, not being in union, working in opposition. Interesting. There's also someone's guide or some kind of spirit. Could be someone who's passed over, could just be a spirit guide in general, not presenting as any god or goddess that I know, and not aligned with any of those frequencies. So more potentially someone who's passed, or a spirit guide that I haven't encountered previously. But they're definitely there to assist you, and it does feel like they're assisting you to see the reflection, the illusion, if you like. It's just a reflection. So there's nothing to fear, except fear itself is the same. But there's nothing to fear because it's simply a guiding light, I guess. Again, multiple messages coming through. Some that can't really be translated into English. Also coming through is the comfort zone, tying back into the initial translation or the initial messaging coming through is often when we know we're coming to the end of a situation or coming to an end of a phase, we start to reevaluate. And we start to feel sad that we're moving on, even though we want to move on. We kind of sink back into that the comfort zone that's been created by previous habits, previous patterns of behaviour that have unfolded within this situation. Human psychology is really crazy, hey? King of Pentacles, what the universe is guiding you through. The accumulation of wealth. How's that for interesting? The accumulation of wealth. You may have received some kind of monetary gifts in the past, little gifts here and there, small payments for services rendered perhaps, but you're about to come into something huger, bigger, huger. Whatever. There's no word like that. Larger. That's the one. Something larger. This is something that you're picking up here in the Knight of Pentacles. You have the awareness of it. You're just waiting for the activation. Well, here comes the activation. The universe is helping you navigate through the unfolding of this. It feels like this is outside of the realm of your previous experience. And this is a lived experience. This is coming through as a physical manifestation experience. King of Pentacles is associated with King Midas. Everything you touch turns to gold. I just kind of feel like might be an accidental discovery or an accidental gift that you've received. Make of that what you will. Something that's come from a very spontaneous, instinctive action. Freedom. Yeah, maybe moving from feeling like you're in the dark to freedom, personal freedom, rebirth, a shift in the identity. You may have been, Aries, practicing some affirmations or a mantra recently that shifts your perspective or perception of self, that has brought you into this alignment of abundance, brought you into connection with your essence. Six of Wands. There is a sense of exhilaration, yes, excitement, but the part that's drawing the attention the most is the gateway. The soul path through here. The doors are opening. There's history here as well. Almost like you're reconnecting with the ancients. and they're carrying you through. Very, very interesting. Definitely feels like you're connecting with ancient wealth, ancient knowledge. Sense of protection coming through as well for your Aries. Beautiful. Beautiful alignment, flow. Allowing your instincts to guide you with the High Priestess, yeah. I love that it's fire and water. We have Earth here, but the activating energies are fire and water, which is really, really beautiful because it requires such a finely tuned balance to ensure that it doesn't all just turn into steam, that it doesn't evaporate. This requires observation rather than getting caught up or immersed in the emotions. It feels like you've got this all under control as far as you just really are in the flow, Aries, and allowing it to unfold. First step. Feels like this is the first indicator coming through really at the surface level. This big, large gift, income, payment is presenting to you. Returning back into that dream space of, it's like a dream. It's just a dream. Like it feels like it's a dream. Until the Queen lays her hands on it. And then it becomes real. Then it becomes lived. Then it becomes a natural part of you. Yeah. Because remember, this first presents as something that's outside the realm of your previous experience, something you've not experienced before, probably dreamt about it, may have projected it, but as always, the lived experience is very different to the storylines that we create through the imagination. Definitely something that you have brought into being. Everything is just right. You've got the recipe perfect. Finely, finely tuned to perfection with the Magician. Brand new beginning. Yeah, definitely. It's just beautiful how this progression, this closure is actually skipped the Fool and gone straight to the Magician. You have the knowledge, you have released the storylines and narratives, and you are fine-tuning your frequency to perfection with conscious awareness is what is presenting here, Aries. These readings normally take about 6 to 8 weeks to play out. So please take care of you as this unfolds, Aries. Stay connected as much as possible to the peaceful core and keep doing what you're doing, because what you're doing is absolutely perfect right now. There you go. Hope this reading helps in some way. Thank you so much for being here, Aries. Lots of love to you. See you again soon.